Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great day. Well, it seems that there's a new term coming out for you young ladies out there, or like just ladies in general. I guess you good ladies just like to be called bonus holes, I guess. I don't know, I kind of work in this realm of, that stupid type of deal, but, I digress. It seems that, you ladies are considered bonus holes. Do you know what that is? No. But apparently the far left, the trans activist people, are going about in doing this. And what we're going with here is that from Anna Kasparian. Now, this woman is very far left. In fact, I would say that she's downright insanity far left. But she's been making some interesting takes recently. And I can't say that I horrendously disagree with some of these takes. She went on Stitch and Adam, and as you can see here, she has made some very interesting and honestly compelling takes. She even said how she was wrong with the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, and how she was, she even made comments like if Kyle Rittenhouse was attacked, she would do just the same. You could take a look at this clip here of her actually saying this.
The Rittenhouse story. I was going to cover the trial, and I just needed to go back and just really, really look at all of the details and remember all the details. So when I do the story, I get the facts right. And then as I'm doing that, I come across a New York Times video. And this was a really, really well done video that they posted on YouTube that showed you in slow motion, how everything transpired that night. Mm-hmm. And once you see it for yourself, it's really, really difficult to argue that in those moments, he was not acting in self-defense. And right. This is an area where, Cenk and I disagree because, if someone's hitting you over the head with a skateboard, that could kill you, And so, Cenk is he's a strong-minded person, and he's not one to back down from a fight. So in his mind, someone confronts you with a skateboard, he doesn't see it as a threat, but I do. And Rittenhouse is not a big burly guy who can defend himself against someone who's hitting him over the head with a skateboard as he's lying on. I saw all those details. First of all, I had to convey them to my audience and be honest about what the reality was. The other thing was, there was a lot of misreporting about how Kyle Rittenhouse was in possession of an illegal weapon and that he crossed state lines with that illegal weapon. No. Yep. So that was a lie. And it's not a lie that I just made up in my mind, right? That was how it was reported initially, which is why I would mention the state.
So yeah, there you have it. You have where Anna is actively, defending Kyle Rittenhouse and saying she was wrong. I understand that in this society, in this limelight, where she's not necessarily on our side, or we're gonna say anybody on our side, but I think disagreements and people on different political aisles is where we all come together and talk about these things that are fine. She may not go out and apologize for some of the things that she did or said or whatever, not giving people the credence today when they were wrong or what have you. And I understand that, and I'm not telling you to like this person at all. But what I am saying is that we're seeing a shift in this person. A shift that is mostly due to the far left being completely insane in this aspect. And we need to be able to listen to each other's both opinions and ideas. Now, I'm not going to say I 100% agree on Anna and everything, because I definitely surely do not agree with this woman on a lot of things. However, I do see the shift that is growing on upon her, and how all these things are going up. I don't make things up, and my point is that stuff still turns people off. It's not really controversial. And of course, she gets blasted and framed on stuff like this for whatever reason. That's the thing. I say, and of course, the person says an open mind is like an open wound. These people are degraded. These people are bad. They're not nice people. They're not good people, and they're horribly ignorant on everything. And she's right on the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. And I'm starting to see more to agree with her on more things that she's saying currently than what have you. So what she's talking about is that she says the civil rights movement did not use the same strategies as the trans movement. They didn't barricade speakers they disagreed with in a classroom for 3 hours. They persuaded through nonviolence and showing America their humanity. And I 100% agree with this. And what the worst part here is with these people is that, okay, can someone explain who was even barricaded and why? Not that it will justify any of this behavior from Anna. I'm just generally confused by barricaded speakers in a room. Does she mean just by approach to the outside and made leaving difficult? No, wrong. Snaps, you're wrong. You barricaded a person for 3 hours. Then they were also demanded, which she's talking about Riley Gaines, by the way, that they also forced Ransom to pay her for to actually leave. That's insanity. That's what she's talking about. This is what you people do. You're just generous and evil, and this is what you guys always do. Now, where's the main topic of the day, right? Why bonus hole is going viral on Twitter and what the term means. Because after spending a little bit of time on the social media today, you may be wondering what is a bonus hole and why is the term, why is it over a Twitter feed? In 2020, Joe's Cervical Cancer Trust, in partnership with the LGBT Foundation and LGBT charitable organization, began suggesting the term bonus hole be used as a way to support trans men and non-binary people. According to their glossary, a bonus hole is an alternative word for the private part of a female, and we recommend checking to see which words someone would prefer to use. They also suggest using front hole as an alternative term with the same meaning. On their website, Joe's Cervical Cancer Trust says using the correct language when you're talking about someone's gender identity is a simple and effective way to demonstrate support and recognition. It goes on to say that patients may seek care elsewhere if they feel hurt or distressed when a term is used that doesn't align with their gender identity. But bonus hole went viral today after conservatives like Leo Kurz and Oil London tweeted about it. Kurz is right-wing UK-based comedian, and London is a British media personality who is most well known for writing a book about his experience transitioning and the issue of a supposed trans ideology. Basically, he's a TERF. The LGBT Foundation recommends using the term bonus hole instead of private parts to avoid offending trans people. This isn't satire, by the way. Kurz wrote on Twitter, "Everyone is worried about offending trans people, but don't give a bonus hole about offending women, do they?" No, they don't. And what we have here is this. Language used when supporting trans men and or non-binary people. Using the correct language when referring to someone's gender identity is a simple and effective way to demonstrate support and recognition. If incorrect, language is used without being corrected. It can cause someone to feel hurt or distressed. This may lead them to leave and to eventually seek support elsewhere. Remember, everyone makes mistakes from time to time. It's important that you acknowledge them, correct yourself, learn from them, and move on. Dwelling on mistakes could make the person you are talking to feel more uncomfortable. And this is the glossary. Bonus hole. An alternative word for a woman's private part is important to check which word someone would prefer to use. So, this is what they're doing here. This is the insanity that we're doing. Now, I know about you, ladies, but I don't think bonus hole is like the correct thing here, right? I don't think that lowering you women down to be called any part of you as a bonus hole is anywhere near appropriate or a-okay. I don't think that, there's a lot of problems that I have with women, alright? And you'll probably see me later in shows probably criticizing women and all this stuff as well, including men, because men can also be stupid. But, again, what we're coming down here is that I don't think women are bonus holes. I don't think they will ever be considered bonus holes, and I think that's the dumbest term that these trans activists have ever come up with, ever. Now, notice how they're trying to erase your ability to actually exist, ladies. This is just what's going on. The comments section under these tweets were full of offensive and unfunny jokes, and people claiming that women are somehow being hurt by providing alternatives to the word vagina. Which, again, this is what these people are doing, right? This is the context around the bonus hole tweets. We've been reduced to walking glory holes, ladies. Time for a revolution. The actual context is trying to find an inclusive language to discuss the anonymity of trans men, but why bother actually reading when you can just get angry and make other people angry for the sweet clout? Sweet clout. You're an idiot. Because, again, you are trying to devalue women in every regard that you can. You have this here that is completely insane. Again, I don't see how you guys are even remotely okay with this, or how ladies can be redeemed down to this level. And this is also from UK Cancer Trust suggests bonus hole as a term for private parts for a lady, right? So, again, and we're going to go through the last few things here. We're going to go with Anna Kasparian, all right? And that just means this term in particular, what some of the things she's been saying, and how I can start seeing her side of things and where she's going from here. she's really making a lot of headway. Take a look at some of these clips.
You have gotten to that.
Well, I mean, the reaction has not been great. I mean, look, that leftist mafia stream was unbelievable to me. Like the accusations that were thrown out there, Olay implying that I'm racist because as a woman, I don't want to be called a birthing person. Like that has, I mean, race didn't come up at all until she brought it up. And then I mean, she was the only one on that stream who brought race into it and like made it abundantly clear that she's got an issue with white women and just thinks they're all the same and like, you know, whatever. And then after I basically called her out on it, she's like, "Oh, you're attacking me and only me because I'm black." And it's like, no, you're the only one in that group of people who attacked me and accused me of being racist because I personally want to be called a woman. So, I mean,
I'm not sure that they fully understand the damage that accusation can do. And if they do, that makes it even more.
They understand.
Okay.
And here is specifically a clip of, you know, her being reported to HR by 2 other individuals because she didn't like to be called a birthing person, which I don't think anybody would like to be called a birthing person, especially a woman, because that's not what they technically are, but I digress.
No one's approached me. No one's approached me to tell me like, I can't believe you're saying this, or, you know, I can't, you know, I'm very angry at you. No one's done that.
Okay.
However, 2 people have reported me to HR. So
what?
Yeah.
What? You're already getting reports
Something
to
specific
HR?
or just a general?
My tweet saying that I'd like to be referred to, that I personally would like to be referred to as a woman and not a birthing person.
Wow.
That upset some people and they reported me to HR. I'm happy to report that HR's response was, she didn't do anything wrong. So, you know, she can't get in trouble for sharing her opinion.
Yeah. So I think what we're seeing here is a shift in Anna Kasparian, and probably for the better. Maybe not all the way, but at least she's changing, or her political shifts are changing somewhat. And I think we have to give her that kind of respect. Because if we're always going to witch hunt and go after people, despite the fact that we don't agree with them, it's not going to change anything. It's going to make our society seem worse, and we can't actually fix this country that we're in. Granted, she's done some bad stuff, don't get me wrong, and we have to hold her to the fire to that. But at the same time, we have to recognize when people are wrong, and they've shown that they're wrong, and they're learning and adapting to the world as we see fit, then, well, we got to give them at least some due credence here, all right? That this is what we need to do as a society. We can't just keep on bombing down people and being at all-out war constantly all the time. I see this shift. I'm currently liking this new Anna. Don't know how much I'm going to agree with her on everything else, but at the very least, it's a positive move. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, as always, take care.